Welcome to my final project video for mass communication. I want to preface this by saying I couldn't get my mic working, so I'm using my phone with the spit protector cover over it. Any background noise, I am sorry for. I do not have a professional studio right now, just my bedroom. So in this video, we're going to be talking about everything that I learned in my first year of college. And we are also going to be, at some point, talking to one of my buddies who is in college, who is going into his senior year, and any advice that he might have for me. I couldn't get anybody else on because it's the middle of the week and all my friends work, so I thought we'll call him and he can talk to us. So the first thing I have on my list is college is very different from high school, but I think it's in a good way. So in high school, it's just you're being pushed in just whatever direction. They're just trying to get you through. They don't care. College, they actually, they want you to take the classes that you want. The teachers are the professors are super chill, usually most of the time. They're not harassing you for, not doing your work. They don't care if you're doing your work. I mean, you're paying to be there, so they figured you do the work. It doesn't affect them either way. And I feel like that's almost like more motivating to, actually do your work than, being told like, hey, you need to get this done or you're going to fail. Just be like, yeah, get this done, please. I won't spend too much time on each topic. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 things to talk about. That was the first one. So the second one is professors are real people, and real people can be hypocrites sometimes. I'm not saying that high school teachers aren't real people, but sometimes it sure doesn't feel like they are. I had a couple horrible teachers in high school that I swear to God, I was smarter than. But sometimes professors can be hypocrites. And what I mean by that is kind of a few things that have happened to me this year, first semester and this semester. Mostly in the sense of checking your emails. Now in high school, we were told in high school every day check your emails, even if we didn't get any. I remember maybe getting like an actual important email, maybe like twice a week, if that. And then everything else is just whatever. But in college, I check my email every day. Either way, I checked it every day in high school. I've checked it every day, if not multiple times a day, in college here. And, you think the same would go for the professors, check your email every day because you never know when you might have an email from a student. That's just my situation. I've had a few, I think 3 or 4 times where it took quite a bit of time for a professor to answer me back about something very important. Twice that it took over an actual week to get back to me. And I'm not saying to the teacher or the professor that I'm making this video, that class, you've also always answered your emails like in good time. But some of my other professors have not been consistent at all. All right, our third topic. Be prepared for anything, such as class cancel, date changes, anything can happen. Class canceling is a new thing, and to me, because in high school, if, the teacher wasn't going to be there, you had a sub. Simple as that. There was never, all right, you don't have this class. But in college, if the teacher is sick, there is no sub. He's just like, or the professor's just like, yeah, no class today. I'll see you guys whenever the next class is. I also have date changes. I've had multiple times when I have been, and it's usually in a good way. I've never had it pushed forward, but it's always like, yeah, I'm behind on grading. I'm going to push this back a week, which is, it's relieving because a few times that I've been working on that project because it was due that night, and then I'd get the notification saying, yeah, this is due, we'll push this back 2 days. So just be prepared for anything. That's why I said, check your emails are very good. Budget your time, money, and your mental power. Now, what I mean by that, time and money, that's easy. Your time in college is important, and time is money, and you have to pay tuition, and you have to pay it on time. So it's always good to just budget that in real life. And mental power, don't overload yourself. Like if you have a lot of homework or just work in general, get it done. Obviously, you don't want to burn yourself out. You got to be prepared for anything that could happen. You might get more homework, you might get an assignment taken away. Just the mental power you have to keep in your mind that you can do this, and just budget your mental power. Learn your teachers, or learn your professors. Sorry, I keep saying teachers. This basically means every professor you have is going to be different. Like I said, some of my professors answer their emails literally within like an hour. Other ones take, a couple days or a week. Some might be more casual for grading. Some might be extremely harsh. And it's good to know, because it almost sounds bad to say, but this allows you, if you want to slack, if you need to, you'd be like, okay, I can push this work off a few days just in case, it won't be my best work because I need to get this done. I'm guilty of doing this for a couple of my classes where I know the teacher's grading is a little more harsh than some of my other classes. But I still try to do my best work on all of my work. And our last topic is be ready for a rough ride, because as much as college, I think 100% is better than high school, it is definitely more difficult. So my advisor at the beginning of the first semester told us about the W curve in your learning. And basically it's a big W, right? So you start at the top, beginning of college, and you're going to have some moment, he said, where you're going down and you're going to hit rock bottom. You're going to feel like you can't do this, and you might think about quitting. And then you go back up and you're like, all right, I've got a hold of this. And then you go right back down and then back up like a W. And I thought, I'll be fine. This won't happen to me. And it most definitely did. The first month, I was fine. I was like, all right, I'm doing great. And then, you get a couple difficult assignments, or you miss an assignment, or you get a bad grade on a test, and you just start thinking, man, what am I doing here? I could be doing anything else. I could be working a full-time job. I could do anything else, but I'm paying to be here. I did have a week where I honestly thought, should I drop out? And it is not fun. I most definitely did consider it, and I had a good talk with my friends, my one friend who's in college, who we'll hopefully talk to in a few minutes here, and my girlfriend, and that helped me through it. And then, I started feeling better. I'm getting good grades. First semester ends, and I ended it really good on my first semester. I got all A's and B's. I think I had 1 C. My GPA was the highest it's ever been, ever. I had a 3.2 at the end of my first semester, and I had under a 2.0 for pretty much the entirety of high school. So that felt really good. And second semester starts, and it was pretty much the same thing over again. You feel good first few assignments, and then you drop back down. And as it comes back up, I'm still working my way back up because it's finals week here. I'm almost done. And I'm just so stressed over finals week. I've got work. I start a new job in 2.5 weeks. You know, I had to go interview for that. I had to take a drug test for that. I've got so much going on. Plus, I still have my current job, which I'm working at. It's just a lot. So, like I said, be ready for a rough ride. But if you can hang on to that rough ride, I'm sure it'll be worth it. And I'm hoping for myself that it's gonna be worth making it through this rough ride. All right, now I'm going to see if we can contact my good friend Devin, who is at UW Platteville, going into his senior year for some form of engineering. I'm not sure like what the specific type is, but it is some form of engineering. So, Devin, who is a senior, what advice would you give me as a person or a freshman who's just finished up his first year?
I was gonna say, don't get dogged down by one mess up. Like, just keep your endurance, keep pushing forward, because you can always make up the points no matter what. You can always make up something. We're in college right now going for hard degrees. It doesn't matter if, like, you mess up or have a failure. That's the whole point of this. From your mistakes, keep pushing forward.
Shit, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to just say some cheesy shit, but no, that's really good.
No, yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I learned from here. It's like, everybody's little advice is, like, just, like, you always take your first exam. You feel terrible after it because you have, like, a terrible score, but you got 3 more exams and a final to make up for that one mistake.
Yeah.
So, it's always, like, that's when I was here, I was worried about every little thing. And then I realized, like, it doesn't matter, we're all going for a hard degree. Like, we're trying to become a master in a subject, and we're gonna have some mess-ups. So,
Damn
yeah.
right. Alright, well, thanks.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Alright. Well, there's Devin's advice. Don't get tripped up on one little mistake. Just keep pushing. You've got points to make up everywhere. Thank you for joining us, or joining me, through my journey, through my first year of college, and hopefully through the next 3. Maybe I'll make a video for each year, you know, talking about each thing I learned that year. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I've learned all I can, but I highly doubt it. I'm sure I'll have something to talk about next year. Thank you for watching.